With its release, Final Fantasy III fastens the end of an era. All the Final Fantasies have now been released in English. Now the question is, if an end-of-cycle Famicom game has what it takes to hang with the new crowd of RPGs? Can it slide by on name recognition alone? And most importantly, how does it handle as a portable game? The story has been beefed up. Instead of nameless warriors of light, you get 4 playable characters injected with a smidgen of personality. The world's in trouble, there's crystals to rescue, and some big foozle to kill to make things right. While the overarching plotline is simple and the party charming but generic, the game's scenarios are top-notch. Each little episode involves towns and castles in trouble, usually with the surrounding dungeon as the source. Vikings, dwarves, and wee folk keep each situation unique and flowing, allowing you to get caught up for just enough time until the next crisis arises. With no intricate mythos or maddening twists, it may not have that old The Iliad meets the Matrix feel, but if you're playing it spurts at a time, there's little chance of not knowing or forgetting what to do next. The circumstances are enjoyable and ephemeral, and you might feel like you're playing through a fantasy sitcom. That gives a curt nod to continuity. Final Fantasy III was the genesis for some core Final Fantasy mainstays, like the Moogles, who are given the added task in the remake of handling mail between game non-playable characters and your own friends on the internet. The game itself is a traditional RPG where attacking, running, items, and magic are your mainstays. The job system is where the game gets all shiny, with over 20 jobs to find, adding additional skills to the battle menu. This allows more strategy to factor into grinding and is also the key component to battling bosses, who can be more puzzle-like than a behemoth of hit points. The game may make use of the DS's 3D capabilities, but the upper screen and touch is ignored. You can enter commands with a stylus if you want, but it's a chore. The top screen displays a world map if you're outside, but inside, it's mainly blank and black. The save system allows you to save anywhere outside, but dungeons come sans save points. An annoyance, but they are bite-sized for the most part. With all the jobs to play around with, and a sharp linear scaling difficulty, expect some grinding, which the game is happy to oblige you with, since random encounters seem to happen at an extraordinary frequency. And while most battles are won on knowing which jobs to use and a bit of buffing up, there's also a degree of luck, like hoping a boss won't use his mega attack 3 times in a row. The grinding is broken up by a lot of great little places to explore. A lot of towns have hidden areas that sparkle when zoomed in, leading to treasure or tiny adventures. You can even find random people who will follow you around and offer advice and sometimes assistance in battle. Tickle the ivories for a little moonlight sonata, while girls offer to dance or cruise around the world on a chocobo, airship, canoe, or boat. Or you can always make a ragtag party on the fly, say 4 monks, and set up your own objectives like seeing how far you can go just by serving knuckle sandwiches. Final Fantasy III is a solid product. The shortcomings with the saves and lack of DS tech infusion are unfortunate, but as an RPG, it's the real deal and shows why the franchise is so revered. The game may be over 15 years old, but it still offers deep mechanics that you can pick up and put down with ease.